Okay, like I said, I started on my bumper. I primed it earlier. I sanded it. There was quite a few defects in it. Like I pointed out, there was a gouge and a crack. Well, I'm not sure what this is going to do for the bigger cracks, but I've added it. I found some low spots. I'm filling up to a high spot. This is not body filler. This isn't what people call Bondo. This is actually a two-part system that you mix the two parts together, and it's for rubber bumpers or urethane or whatever. This is what my local paint shop recommended I use on this. And I had gone back into videos and looked, and there was another person, can't remember his name. He was doing a Firebird, and he was doing his nose, and he used this too, and he said it's really easy to sand. And I've already put one coat here and there on the car long ago on this bumper, and it sanded really easy. So, you know, body shop recommended it, and someone on YouTube had great results with it. I hope I do too, because that's a lot. But it's better than body filler. So we'll see how this comes out down the road. I really wish I could remember the YouTube video. I just can't right here at the top of my head, because I'd like to give him credit for even showing how it was done to begin with. But I'll keep working away at this. Well, got that 3M Easy Sand done. It did sand very easily. There's still a couple spots I need to go back get, but right now I'm gonna go ahead and put this back in primer so I can sand it again and go from there. Find some more little defects and take care of that as I go along. But hey, next thing, another primer coat. All right, coat a high build primer. I'll get this sanded down and go back, like I say, and find my littler defects, take care of them. I've already seen one. This is a little high. It still needs knocked down. And I've got one right there. It's kind of sticking up. That's what I like about primer. Not only does it make a good base for the paint to stick, but it makes it easier to find your problems. So I'll let this set up for a little bit. Then I'll go ahead and sand it, fix my little imperfections, and prime it again. Okay, got those spots sanded out. Went ahead and sanded 320. I'm gonna go ahead and wash it down and put the last thing of primer, I hope, on it and take it down to 400. It should be ready for paint. I will test fit my lights and grills just to be sure everything's still where it's supposed to be and all that good stuff. And I do remember the channel on YouTube that used this 3M Easy Fill. It was Heavy Pedal Garage, and I can't remember the guy's name. I should have looked it up. I didn't. I just remembered it's Heavy Pedal Garage. He did a nose. I think he actually had to cut his open and get some rust out of it. I didn't have to, so I lucked out. But if you want to see it in action, go check out his channel and see how he did it. Like I say, I'll get this in another coat of primer, wash it down, prime it, test fit everything, and it should be ready to go. Since I'm going to be putting another coat of primer on that nose, I thought, well, I ought to do this front valance. I ordered this from Rock Auto like 3 years ago, got it out of the box, and basically scuffed it. I did the acetone test on this coating. It didn't come off, so I'm just going to leave it on there and primer over it. But it was bent. Over here, it had a big dent in it. I was able to get most of it out, but there's still a little bit there that I had to fill. So since I'm going to primer the nose, I might as well primer this front valance, get that out of the way. It's a really nice valance, you know, other than that dent over there on that side, but I'll get this all primered and be back. There you go. Front valance is in primer. Still needs to be sanded down to 400 before paint, but I'm not ready to do that yet. So backside primered. Over here, the nose. Done. This is ready for paint. Finally, I've got this nose done. I put this thing off, I bet you, for a year. It's kind of crazy, but it's the way it goes. Finally get it done. I had a buddy at work ask me, like on that front valance down there, he says it already comes coated with that black coating. He says, so why would you prime it? You know, if it's got a nice little E-coat on it. Well, for me, I don't know why anyone else does, but for me, I like all my parts to be in the same color primer. All of them. Reason being, if I would have left this in black and then put my orange on top of it, it's more than likely it would have been a little darker than the rest of the car. It doesn't matter if I put the same amount of coats on or not. That bottom primer coat really dictates in the end what your color is going to look like. If I had black panels and red oxide panels and gray primer panels and I painted the car, it's going to look blotchy. It's just the way it's going to be. For me, I like to have them all in one color, and then when I paint it, if I put 3 or 4 coats of paint on, all the parts are going to be the same shade. I'm not going to be like, oh, why is that one darker? That's my reasoning. I'm pretty sure that's other people's thinking too. Like I say, I got this all done. I'm going to clean up my garage, get this mess, get these parts put away and stuff, and I got mowing to do. So I got to go out and hit my yard. Thanks for watching my video. Later.